independence and the collapse of the large-scale operation left the artisanal and small-scale mining as the primary livelihood option for many communities. In Busia, gold mining became a survival strategy for households, offering both income and social identity despite being largely informal and unregulated. In the mid-1980s and onwards, Busia experienced renewed mining rushes. Gold continued to draw thousands of miners, with operations still primarily manual, but gradually adopted small-scale mechanization. I remember when I visited, I saw some mechanization which people tend to hide. Unfortunately, you can't hide. But some of them want to remain artisanal for fear of paying taxes. We are encouraging them to upgrade to at least small-scale mining, and have issued some good number of small-scale mining licenses. Then they introduced cyanide vat leaching that represented a shift away from material use. We are discouraging use of material because obviously it affects their health. The sector's informality also led to child labor, unsafe working conditions, and tensions with large-scale license holders. Recent years have seen increased efforts to formalize the artisanal and small-scale miners in Busia, and the government launched the biometric registration of artisanal and small-scale miners in 2019 to capture miners' data and interpret them into a regulated system, evicting them from the mining areas abruptly, Your Excellency, was going to make us face challenges. So we took to sensitize them and also to make them work closely with large-scale miners like Wagagai, who have a refinery that can even help refine gold from the artisanals, because they cannot establish refineries. So we are organizing them, we are getting data, and we have seen associations coming up like the Uganda Association of Artisanal and Small-Scale Miners, which has been formed, representing about 150,000 miners nationally, with Busia as a key focal point, and local groups such as TIRA Small Scale Miners Association, TIRA Landlords Miners Association, and Busia United. They have emerged through our efforts and interaction whenever we come on the ground. And I want to thank you for having listened, because I'm now seeing you getting more and more organized, and you will be assisted by government through local content fund to acquire funds that can help you to get the equipment that small scale miners can use.
当下的成绩并不足以让我们放松懈怠，我们距离真正全面的胜利还有很长的路要走。事实上，瓦盖矿业公司建设中仍然面临诸多问题与困难，对此恳请相关各部门加大协助指导，帮助我们及时有效解决，推动企业持续健康发展。
However, our current achievements are not sufficient grounds for complacency. We still have a long journey ahead before achieving full and comprehensive victory. Indeed, Wagagai Mining Company still faces numerous challenges and difficulties during its development. We hereby earnestly request Uganda government to enhance coordination and guidance, assisting us in resolving issues promptly and effectively to promote the sustained and healthy development of the enterprise.
未来我们将以揭牌庆典为新起点，继续推进瓦盖矿业的2期、3期建设。我们计划于2027年前 再投资5000万美元，开发地下300米至600米的矿产资源，将于2035年前再追加5000万美金，开发地下600米至1000米的矿产资源。
Looking forward, we will take this inauguration ceremony as a new starting point to continue advancing the second and the third phases of the Wagagai Gold Mine project. We plan to invest about $50 million by 2027 to extract ores at the depth of 300 to 600 meters underground, and another $50 million by 2035 to develop ores at the depth of 600 to 1,000 meters underground.
届时，预计瓦盖矿业公司将年产黄金1.2吨，创汇1亿美元，并带动周边农业、地产、物流、医疗、旅游等行业发展，总共创造就业岗位约5000个，努力为乌干达社会做出贡献。
By then, Wagagai Mining Company is expected to produce about 1.2 tons of gold annually, generating foreign exchange earnings of roughly $100 million per year. It will also stimulate the development of other industries such as agriculture, real estate, logistics, healthcare, and tourism, which shall combine to create around 5,000 jobs in the future, as we strive to make even greater contributions to Uganda's society.
$953 million, up 32.8% from the first half of 2024, setting the highest record in the same period. Among them, Uganda exports to China exceeded $72 million for the first half year, up 103.4%. For example, coffee exports up 155% for the first half year, and sesame exports up 132.5%. Last September, during the Beijing summit of Wagai, the two sides signed two protocols of phytosanitary requirements for export of dried chilies and wild aquatic products from Uganda to China. The first batch of Uganda dried Nile perch mole was exported to China at the end of last year. And so far, the export value of fish products in the last 6 months jumped to the fourth in total Uganda exports value to China. This shows the effectiveness of this zero tariff treatment.
Kino kibadde kintu kirungi nnyo. Nze Wasike Stephen Mugeni, district chairperson wa district yaffe ey'e Busia. Okutongoza factory eno kibadde kintu kirungi nnyo era ffenna tubadde tukyesunga. Naye tuliramu bye tulaba ebyandisaanidde okukolebwa ng'abakulembeze, nga esente ezirekebwa wano okuyambako development ey'e Busia ziri sente meka? Ate bwe kibanga etteeka lyajjayo royalties mu gold, ffe ng'ab'e Busia tuba tufunira wa, tufunako ki? Tujja buzi ne tutongoza abali abagenda okufuna ne bagenda ne bafuna, oba naffe tukayaanirako abantu baffe ne tufunako kye tufunye ne tukikozesa okuzimba ekitundu, okuzimba enguudo, amasomero, amalwaliro n'okutambuza amasannyalaze, mazzi. So ekyo kye tubaddeko wano nga tugamba kirungi nnyo, naye naffe nga ekitundu royalties nga bwe zitaliiwo tubeere n'engeri gye tufuna sente ze tulekerako ekitundu.
So you will get a situation where you have got holes in the ground and nothing that was left. So that's why we must use the most efficient methods to take advantage of these minerals so that they create capacity, even for the area. Suppose, for instance, we build a sports stadium for Busia here, the national stadium like we here Namori. It will be used even when the minerals are finished. You will create a railway line. Build a railway line. We are trying to build a railway line, a standard gauge line from Tororo to Majani, so that it links with the one from Kenya to Kampala to Kasese to Gulu. Because we want to link Lake Victoria with Mwanza, with Kisumu, so that they can go by. Now, this mineral money must leave us with permanent, more durable assets. That's why it must be, nobody should be allowed to line a home. Everybody should do what is the best for Uganda. So therefore, I'm very happy to be here. I want to finally thank the local